Hello students, welcome to AKS IAS. In this lecture series, we will be dealing with various central government schemes. So, please remember that whenever you're reading about any central government scheme or any government scheme per se, try to focus upon these fundamental parameters. Number one, try to know the objective as well as the vision of that particular government scheme. Number two, try to know about the ministry under which the scheme is being implemented. Number three, try to know about the implementing agency of that particular scheme. Number four, try to know about the targeted beneficiaries or the targeted group towards which the scheme is initiated. Number five, try to know about the funding pattern, that is the source of funding, whether the scheme is being funded by the central government or the state government or partially by the central government and partially by the state governments. So these are the broad parameters based on which you have to look at or read a particular government scheme. So today, in this lecture, we will be starting with the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, the scheme that we'll be dealing with is the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi. Okay. So what is this Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi? The Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi is a central sector scheme that guarantees direct income support of rupees 6,000 for the farmers. So every farming household is guaranteed 6,000 rupees as income supplement so as to improve the agricultural productivity. What is the eligibility? It will be given every year to all landholder farmer families. Please remember this. It is given to farmer families. So a family of a farmer or a farmer household is considered as a unit for dispersal of the scheme. However, the scheme lays down certain criteria, that is an exclusion criteria, which among the landholding farmer families are excluded from the benefits of the scheme. Institutional landholders. Institutional landholders are excluded from the scheme. Number two, farmer families in which one or more of its members belong to the following categories are excluded from the scheme. Number one, it is the former and present holders of any constitutional post. You know, various constitutional posts like the ministers, okay, the President of India, the CAG of India, the governors. So these are various constitutional posts. So people holding or families in which the family member was or is holding this constitutional post is excluded. Then the various ministers of the central government, state government, the MPs and MLAs are also excluded from the scheme. Also, the mayors of municipal corporations and chairpersons of district panchayats, present and previous, are excluded from the scheme. Also, all serving or retired officers and employees of the central, state government, as well as departments and its field units and state public sector enterprises of the various governments or local bodies are also excluded from this scheme. Also, all retired pensioners whose monthly pension is rupees 10,000 or more are excluded from the scheme. However, multitasking staff or class 4 or group D employees are not excluded. Next, all persons who paid an income tax in the last assessment year are also excluded from the scheme. The next category who are excluded are the professionals like doctors, engineers, lawyers, chartered accountants, and architects registered with professional bodies and carrying out profession by undertaking such practices are excluded from this scheme. So if you look at the implementation of the scheme, the amount will be given in three installments of rupees 2,000 each. The 6,000 rupees of income support is given as three installments to the farmer families. One important aspect of the scheme is The amount will be transferred directly to the bank account of the beneficiary through the direct benefit transfer scheme. The DBT will ensure transparency in the entire process and will save time and effort for the farmers. This initiative is to help them meet the farm input and other costs during the crop season. So, this income supplement helps the farmers for purchasing or in their expenditure of various farm inputs and other costs incurred by the farmers during the crop season. Please remember this point. The program will be made effective retrospectively from December 1, 2018. So all the farmers are provided this income support from December 1, 2018. Though the scheme came into existence after December 1, 2018, it is going to be, that is, this dispersal of 6,000 rupees is going to be calculated from December 1, 2018. Also note that the changes in land records after February 1, 2019 shall not be considered for this scheme. Okay. So whatever changes in land records that have been taken place from after February 1, 2019 shall not be considered as criteria of eligibility for the scheme. Please note that the state governments and union territory administration will identify the farmer families which are eligible for the support as per the guidelines of the scheme. So, the identification of the beneficiaries, the responsibility of this lies with the state government and the union territory administration, that is not the central government. The cash transfer in the scheme is not linked to the land size, and hence it becomes an income supplement to every land holding household except the ones mentioned in the schedule of the scheme. So many a times many government schemes are focused based on the size of the land holding, whether the land holding is small land holding or marginal or big land holding. However, the scheme is given to all kinds of farming households so as to provide as an income supplement. However, the scheme has left the landless tenants out of its scope. So the landless tenant farmers, okay, the agrarian labor are left out of the scheme. So that is about the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi. Okay.